я, Кирилл Зенин, и наша вечерняя программа сегодня открывается игрой Disco Elysium 2019 года выпуска. Если честно, я пытался ее начать еще, дай бог памяти, в прошлом году, но как-то с ней не срослось, потому что все-таки игра достаточно под настроение, требует хорошенько за нее сесть, подумать, вот, поэтому как-то не срасталось. Вот. Ну, теперь в свободные вечера надеюсь, что у меня наконец появится подобающее настроение под нее. Вот. И, в принципе, как раз вот сегодня такой тестовый стрим, трансляция с целью обкатать, проверить мое новое оборудование. Я обзавелся микрофоном, монитором новым, вот, ну и клаву с мышкой до кучи. Вот. Так что в целом будет такой достаточно расслабленный поток сознания. Так что, если кому-то будет интересно, приятного просмотра. И, пожалуй, можно начать. Итак, выбор персонажа, его архетипа. Так, мыслитель. Невероятно умен, плох в общении с людьми, знает много интересных фактов, мыслит нестандартно, характер скрытный, не женат. Имеет развитые психологические способности, обаятельный, но неуравновешенный, может начать терять рассудок. Характер, наверное, скверный, скорее всего, тоже не женат. Спортсмен, отлично развит физически, взаимодействует с окружающим миром, используя свое тело. Исполнительный... О, господи, прошу прощения, я же закашлялся. Исполнительный, но тупой. Боже, какие стереотипы. Или создать своего персонажа. Ну, честно, не хочется сейчас сидеть долго, как с листом персонажа в ДНД. Поэтому, пожалуй, попробуем выбрать что-нибудь из этого. Так... Ну, исполнительного, но тупого сразу я откидываю. Невероятно умен, плох в общении с людьми. Спорно. Имеет развитые психологические способности. Обаятельный, но неуравновешенный. Может начать терять рассудок. Вот это уже что-то интересное. Наверное, даже попробую его. Плюс внутренняя империя. Вот. Я, честно, уже не помню суть характеристик. Вот. Поэтому я... Можно считать сегодня с нуля. Играю. Да, ну интеллект, конечно, тоже на высоте, как у спортсмена. Вот, но, по крайней мере... способность влиять на себя и окружающих. Тоже, в общем-то, неплохой вариант. Уже пошли комментарии, но не на Ютубе, а в личке о том, что я лучший стример. Спасибо, но я только начинаю, я только учусь. Вот. Передаю привет всем, кто не спит, всем, кто отдыхает этим замечательным понедельничным вечером. Так, в общем, либо мыслитель, либо медиум. Не знаю, сложно. Прям совсем тупого вроде не хочется брать. Но и плохого в общении с людьми... пусть будет медиум. Демоны ярости живут в зеркалах. Они здесь как дома. Даже в самой прозрачной воде можно утонуть, если она глубоко.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Стиль озвучки чем-то, если честно, напоминает Divinity Original Sin. Вторая часть которой. Вот просто мы сейчас ее с одним из друзей проходим. Такая прям очень интеллигентная озвучка.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Окей.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Класс. Кстати, пока еще слишком далеко не ушли, если кто-то еще здесь, дайте, пожалуйста, фидбэк по звуку. Вот, слышно ли игру, слышно ли меня. Вот. Чтобы я потренировался калибровать все это дело. Ну, пусть.
Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Ну вот сразу игра нагружает тебя нужным настроением, нужной подачей. Да, отлично слышно, спасибо большое. Передаю личный привет Павлу Лисунову. Кстати, у нас сегодня приветы на заказ на нашей радиостанции. Можно бесплатно, но чаевые приветствуются. Так, значит, люблю ничто. Плесни-ка еще чуток сладкого забытия.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
А теперь я хочу сойти. Я люблю боль и жгучий свет, и хотеть от людей того, что они не хотят мне давать.
Do you really?
Да, выпусти.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Мне плевать, я идиот, отважный, слабоумный.
Somewhere in the
Сразу
soul,
начинаем создавать
bloated
себе
man meet around
отыгрыш.
you. A sensation.
Человека-мясо, боже, замечательный перевод.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Боже, АСМР разговоры с самим собой.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Я победитель. Нет, я не боюсь. Я победитель.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with
Как
it,
жизненно.
an ungodly headache.
Помогите, люди! Отрубите мне голову, она пытается убить остального меня.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
И мы начинаем. Так, мы проснулись в ужасно захламленной комнате. Сейчас 6 минут 9, и у нас, видимо, очень сильно болит голова. Ловим галстук.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one
На
of the
самом деле
blades.
согласен, потому что в детстве, когда мама искала мне школьную форму, какой-то момент у меня появился галстук в моем гардеробе. Вот. И на самом деле это не мое. Со временем я понимаю, что какие-то все-таки вещи, пусть и классические, но подходят, к сожалению, не всем. Вот. Галстуки бабочки, это вообще, боже, это такими надо людей наказывать, мне кажется.
Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Так, ну я думаю, что я достаточно удачливый, поэтому стоит попробовать.
You reach out to grab the tie,
Да чтоб
but
тебя.
what's this? Diffuse radiating chest pain. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from
Ну и
moving
пожалуйста.
for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Так, ну думаю, за лампочку я тянуть не буду.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Да, пожалуй, теперь можно.
Oh no, it's happening again.
Чтоб тебя.
You didn't catch it, and now there's a numbness in your left arm. Plus, it's even worse this time.
Замечательное
Maybe you
начало.
should stop trying to catch the tie.
Кажется, я удачно подобрал название к сегодняшней трансляции.
Still happening. Definitely worse than the last time. Finally, the stabbing recedes. You could try doing it again to see how painful it gets. But you would
Попытка номер
probably
5.
a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can it's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact.
А поехали.
Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
Эх, жаль. Окей. Так, удерживайте клавишу Tab. Ну окей. Окей. Пойдем по порядку. Ау, обидно. Так хотелось послушать музыку. Может быть, все-таки еще раз попробовать. Чем черт нужен?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. Or has it been consigned there as punishment?
Ну да.
You feel as though the switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. The lights are off again.
Жаль. Ну ладно. Так и быть. Отпустим деда в покое. Будем потихоньку делаться.
You hear a jingle. Keys, it says, whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
То есть, видимо, это как раз место, в котором мы находимся. Ай, боже, вспоминается первый курс. Прям золотое время. Не злоупотребляйте алкоголем, дамы и господа. Это вредно.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the
Кто
faucet
это
off.
сделал? Добрый вечер. Новопришедшим. Приятного просмотра.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor, as you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror.
Сейчас мы увидим нечто страшное, я так понимаю.
Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Я так понимаю, внутренняя империя — это что-то типа инстинкта самосохранения или вроде того. Прошу прощения.
Behold.
Боже мой, какое замечательное лицо. Прям глаз не оторвать.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Это лицо запойного алкоголика.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Я ее не корчу, она сама
Please stop.
корчится.
It's
У меня
horrible.
просто
You're
синдром
scaring
Туретта,
yourself.
видимо, рандомное сокращение мышц. Нет?
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Суперзвездную. Так, что тут еще есть? Господи, да не знаю. Неописуемо.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
Не нужно. Я чуть не сдох в попытках добыть этот галстук, но зато услышал, как стучит мое сердце.
Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Ну вот, мне прям очень интересно. Просто поглощает любопытство.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a
Жаль.
bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Очень информативно. Ну, поехали дальше. Так, окей. Сюда нам путь заказан. Боже, и такой стилёвый. Просто... Хоть сейчас на выгоне. Точно, я забыл, что тут можно управлять с клавиатуры.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Сразу видно детектив.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your
Ну,
room.
да, пожалуй, стоит пойти.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up.
А то как-то прохладновато, мало ли еще. Простынуть детей не будут. Пора на выход. Так, мы находимся в неком задрипанном мотеле или отеле, не знаю пока что. Стоит, видимо, оглядеться. Так, отсюда ходу нет. А вот отсюда есть. Боже, как светло. Я, конечно, еще не подкручивал гамму на мониторе, но, скорее всего, это специально сделано, да, чтобы воспроизвести ощущение похмелья, когда слишком яркий свет очень сильно влияет на восприятие. Так, едем
There
дальше.
they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited
сидят.
on you. Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Я так понимаю, самообладание у меня достаточно низкое. Пойдем дальше. Тоже есть на столе. О, отлично. Деньги. Так, ну, я почти что одет. Единственное, что не хватает галстука. Может быть, все-таки...
This fan has two chain, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature... The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The switch must be broken. The lights are on.
Так, ну тут у меня все в порядке. Замечательно. Ну, значит, обойдемся без галстука. Все равно он мне не нравится.
Hello, officer.
Март 51 года. Так, кто-то назвал меня начальником.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Тогда почему вы назвали меня начальником?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Вы
I am,
уверены?
yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Все это время?
You've been here for 3 days. On official
Ну,
police
ни хрена
business,
себе.
no less.
4-й день. Да у меня денег не хватит столько оплатить. И что это за вопрос?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Окей. Ну, попробуем.
The words have already left your mouth.
Окей. Я хочу с вами перечпокнуться.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it
Говорю,
again.
что хотел бы с вами переспать.
No, you see, that's not what you said. You said Come on, man. Pretty please.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
Я сказал, я хочу с вами перечпокнуться.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cup are you?
Я коп апокалипсиса.
Has the time come already?
Когда по городу бродят беспамятные копы и несут подобный бред, до конца света явно не больше 2 дней.
You're one intense cup. Anyone ever tell you that?
Да я король драмы так-то.
Alright then. Looks like I should go and prepare for what's to come. And thank you. This has been delightful. I do hope it happens sooner. Otherwise... it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Интересно, почему? Ну ладно.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Окей. Я даже не спрашивал, что она могла сделать. Ладно. Предположим. Так, ну сюда мы не попадем.
The door is closed.
Ну, подергать ручку, наверное, будет слишком навязчиво.
There is no answer.
Опаньки.
You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside.
Ну ладно.
A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Боже, игра просто вот заряжает позитивом буквально с первых минут. Вот, серьезно. Я не знаю, типа... Окей. О, прелесть! Не оставляй меня средь смрада.
The door does not care.
Ну и пожалуйста.
Still no answer. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Нет, ну мы все-таки джентльмен.
You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Ну и пожалуйста. Ну и не нужно. Не очень-то и хотелось. А мы продолжаем наше исследование. Проснулись, потянулись. Можно и продолжать. Так, а тут нельзя спеть? Я бы спел. Вечер понедельника. Препод в ВГУ лобится с похмелья в квартиру танцовщицы. Но это не я ломлюсь, а персонаж игры ломится, то мало ли моя девушка будет смотреть этот стрим. Вот. Так что нет, я никуда не ломлюсь, я сижу дома один, вот, жду ее, очень ее люблю. Но мы продолжаем.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get.
Вот
Your
как раз,
emotions need to
да,
be
и это
expressed.
именно то, что я
People need to
хочу.
know your vast oceanic soul.
Жалко, что здесь нет песни под караоке, как в серии Якудза. Я бы прям очень хотел попробовать. Точный кубометраж моей души не ясен из-за похмелья.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside, through a PA system, by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
Когда пробьет час, а что мне спеть?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Ну, я не думаю, что габариты моей души кому-то интересны. Я помышляю спеть что-нибудь радостное, так сказать, раскачать народ.
No, no. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Угу. Подлинно трагическую песню. Интересно. Ну, посмотрим.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Что-то мне подсказывает, что я тебе не нравлюсь.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Это сарказм.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Что-то мне подсказывает, что ничего из этого я не сделал.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
А чем я все это занимался? Ты меня вообще видел?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
А помочь тебе с ней как-то?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Так, вот тут, видимо, что-то сломалось.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Я коп. С кем хочу, с тем и говорю.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Вот это он вонючка.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
В чем разница?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3.
Oh,
Sylvie
боже мой.
tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
А куда делась Сильви?
She just, you know.
No, I don't know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Окей. Понедельник. Ненавижу понедельники. Философски. Угу. Окей. Шом. Так, наконец-то появились люди, с кем можно еще поговорить.
Hello, sweetie.
О, как мило, спасибо.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Ну, я не хочу работать. У меня отпуск. Окей, это я понял. Найти катушку с грустной песней. Эх, жалко. Такая прекрасная жидкость пропадает. Внимание! Сообщение от МЧС с 9 до 18 часов 26 июля по Воронежской области ожидаются дожди, местами грозы, в отдельных районах ливни с градом, порывы ветра до 18 метров в секунду. Just for you to know. Спящий портовый рабочий спит, привалившись к столу. На нем спущенный рабочий комбинезон, сапоги измазаны засохшей грязью, на спине овальный логотип с деревом и надписью Wild
On the
Pines.
counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Вот это прям очень полезная штука.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Я думаю, да.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep
В общем, я так понимаю, если шанс достаточно мал, то можно здесь не испытывать удачу. Летний вход закрыт на зиму. Логично, потому что у них, видимо, сейчас зима, а летний вход предназначен для лета.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Давно время дерябнуть.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
К слову, мне нужен ром с лимонадом. Хорошо бы Гард сделал коктейль.
Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah, man. Let's get wild. Lick it.
Окей, в общем, я думаю, буду тут играть харизматичного алкоголика. Так что, почему бы нет? Но в жизни я никому не рекомендую злоупотреблять, потому что это очень опасная штука на самом деле.
You press your tongue against the counter. The stain is crusted at first, but after a couple of licks, it starts to melt like a snowflake. If snowflakes were made of spiced black rum, maybe it's your imagination, but there's already some lemonade in it too, and some human hairs.
О боже. Кто-то очень плохо протирал стойку.
You could definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol in your nostrils was beautiful.
Понятно. Продолжаем. Так, тут спиртного нет.
The man plucks at the seabird, frowning.
No, I'm not the bartender. I could if I were a bartender, but I'm not. I'm the cafeteria manager.
There may be some way to get a drink out of him, even for you, but this is not it.
Жаль. Понятно. Так, ну ладненько. Значит, тут... Дайте бутылку спиртного, возьмите ее в руки, и да свершится чудо. Ну, к сожалению, чудо пока что не свершится. Ну, насколько я понимаю. Вот, ну, можно, конечно, еще немножко пройтись. Может быть, что-то найдется. Может быть, наша соседка вышла из душа.
The door is closed. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. Still, you should punch a fucking hole in it.
Окей, попробуем.
That felt good. Everyone is a whore. Now punch a hole. Don't. Everyone is a whore. What does that even mean? Breathe in and walk away. You hear the murmur of blood in your ears. Your back slowly relaxes when you breathe out.
Окей.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
Но у нас затушил бычок до фильтра. Докурить не получится.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied.
В общем, я
Then
понял,
smoke them
мы
all.
максимально делаем зависимого человека.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
Что ж, я подумаю.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. And when you're done thinking about them, plus smoking them gives massive bonuses.
В общем, игра подталкивает нас максимально к алкоголизму и курению. Я понял. Спасибо. Но пока что... не нужно. Все чисто. Тоже. Но логики ожидаемого не осталось. Поэтому, видимо, ничего не остается, кроме как пойти к нашему напарнику. Так, это что у нас? Автомат королевского пинбола не подключен. А жаль. В пинбол уже кучу лет не играл. С тех пор, как у меня XP была.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone.
Ну, видимо, пора работать.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why?
Окей, я доверюсь своему восприятию.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Возможно.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Окей. Попробуем.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Окей, я понял. В общем, все, что имеет низкий процент, трогать вообще не стоит. Я так понимаю, что шансы тут вообще никакие. Крутота изрядная, но не звучит ли такое имя так, будто я какой-то душнила?
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're
Даже
one
выбора не
classy
дает.
cop.
Ужас вообще.
Say it.
Меня зовут Рафаэль Амброзиус Кусто.
Yes, well. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Ты о нем? Ага, только что поболтали.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Да, полиция. Мне известно, что я полицейский.
Right. And the interviews?
Нет.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Тело?
Mm-hmm.
Нет.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Ну, что ж, я понимаю, да, что низшие чины в данной игре могут уставать от детективов, но что поделать.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
О, боже мой.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Почему ты так уверен, что я из полиции?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Мало ли я мог этот блейзер и украсть.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Ну, ладушки.
He nods.
Но я ничего не помню.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number one.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
А что бишь нам надо тут сделать?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Ну, тогда двинули.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Стоп, разве мне не нужно какое-нибудь типа удостоверение?
You mean you don't have a badge?
А когда я проснулся, не было.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should...
Окей. Так, у нас появилось крайне много задач.
The worker isn't a deep. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
Но почему он спил посреди белого
Possibly
дня?
because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Пойду. Такс. Окей. Стоит поговорить.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Можно мне выпить?
No, you cannot.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
Как уже было сказано, детектив Рафаэль Амброзиус Кусто.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Боже, да какой ты занятой.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start...
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Кто? Я?
Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
А, в смысле, если у меня вопросы?
Yes, yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Он начинает меня раздражать.
She went away because none of your business.
Ты уже второй раз увеличиваешь этот ответ.
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
Действительно? Где именно находится тело?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
И как туда попасть?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Кто его убил?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Это ты его убил?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Окей, дожимаем до конца. Гард, его убил ты?
No, I didn't.
Не бойся, Гард, скажи правду. Ты ведь его убил, верно?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Что вынудило тебя его убить?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless. His expression
Он тебя
unreadable.
обидел? В этом дело. Ты получил от убийства какое-то извращенное удовольствие.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Его? То есть кого-то другого убил?
He ignores you.
От паршивец. Окей, у меня все.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Так, ну, этот вариант, я думаю, мы откидываем. Ни хера я тебе не должен.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
А звучало как вымогательство.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
Блин, второй вариант меня прям очень забавляет. А за что я должен этому заведению?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
А что такое деньги?
What are you, brain damaged?
С самого пробуждения мне с трудом удается вспомнить даже самые базовые понятия.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Это деньги?
Yes, it is.
Тут 10 плюс 10 плюс 20, всего 40. Теперь с меня 90, так?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
В 100 раз меньше?
Yes,
Но это же ужасно.
it is.
For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
Ты арестован.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Поставите его на место.
From the bottom of your blue
Еее!
soul, turn
Наконец-то успех хоть раз. С самого начала. Воспрепятствование выполнению сотрудникам полиции служебных обязанностей. Своими бессмысленными требованиями ты мешаешь мне расследовать убийство.
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
Окей. Так, чтобы скостить. Я не буду платить за окно.
Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead, but I'm not giving you another room.
Не помню, что вы этот пил, поэтому за выпивку платить не буду.
The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way your station will pay for them.
Клево.
No, not cool. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
Окей. Видимо, придется поработать.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
А он у меня вообще есть?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
На коне.
Why did you say that?
Наверное, это название что-то для меня значит.
The old thesaurus comes up empty. Maybe you should ask the lieutenant.
Лейтенант Кинцураги, ты не знаешь, где находится конь?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
Фигура речи.
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Может, я могу как-то вспомнить, начертить линию до конкретной улицы, конкретной таблички на доме?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Боже, сколько разных заданий. Черт его знает, как их выполнять. Так, тут все еще спит рабочий.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city? You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise. With its motorboats and gently swaying reeds, the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Призраки, кто вы?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps. Will you ever go there?
Попаду.
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day. Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionary Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. There's a frit on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the most Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
С какого ты района? Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood. Ничего себе тут отсылки.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Почему я здесь, а не там?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed. Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, Officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer passes by, and the young man remarks,
Where's your homo, homie?
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. a brother bond, if you will.
Brother, but...
Huh? Yeah.
Hetero, sexual, life, partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
Что же наверху?
Coalition era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Привет новопришедшим. Хорошего вечера. Так, что же внизу?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Твою ж мать.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Такс. Значит, к востоку. Так вот, значит.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Ты удивлена?
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
У меня есть несколько вопросов.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Нахер полицию? Это что?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
На знаке написано «Нахер полицию».
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
Все в порядке, я не хотел тебя пугать.
Okay.
Нам нужно узнать дорогу.
Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you need?
Я ищу мертвеца.
Oh, that...
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Что на востоке?
The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store too.
А где я сейчас?
What do you mean?
Я немного потерялся. Это Ревашоль, верно?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Что на севере?
There's the pier, the Capeside apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
Что на юге?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
А что на другой стороне канала?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens. in the shadow of the old church.
А что это за рыбный рынок?
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
Окей, а что на западе?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Спасибо, пока что это все.
No problem.
А кто ты такая?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Здорово. И что ты здесь делаешь?
I am working.
Над чем?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Продолжай, все нормально.
As you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Эй,
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
новый подписчик Dogstage. Приятно. Приятного просмотра.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Соли нюхать, это вредно. А, мне пора бежать.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
А еще кое-что. Можно одолжить твои перчатки?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Спасибо. Окей. Так, пожалуй, стоит пойти в магазин. Окей. Дальше. Leveling in ranks. Такс. Продолжаем осмотр. Добро пожаловать, Рывашоль. Не задерживайся. Замечательное приглашение. Самые крепкие мужчины. Я смотрю, тут есть любители гача. Гораздо более накачанные, чем... Действительно.
Welcome to Elysium.
Почему ты так обращаешься к моему напарнику?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Да, скажи ему, давай.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Лимба, что-то происходит?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Ну да, да, конечно.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Какой? Суровый.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Боже, ну портреты здесь шикарные.
Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Без баки. Я с тобой.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Ну что, с этим разобрались, а теперь у нас есть несколько вопросов.
Whatever you say, officers.
Есть сигаретка?
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
It's my last one.
Ты прячешь от меня сигарета?
Why would I do that? I'm an honest man.
Твою мать, я...
But what, officer? Sorry, I couldn't be of any help.
Что переводишь?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
А какой ты груз должен был забрать?
Apples.
Яблоки?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Ну и пожалуйста. А о чем сейчас был этот спор?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
А, так ты просто расист. Понятно.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved. Even if some people who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Ясно. И что ты еще надумал?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
Да, ну а в чем проблема?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Погоди, а что такое культурная победа?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any mojitos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Ага. Ну, я такое не поддерживаю, так что иди-ка ты нахер.
Don't push your luck, Runt.
Вроде не отвернулся от меня, ну ладно.
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Понятно, но что он собой представляет?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Ясно, а как собирать эту тару?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Окей.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Окей. И для чего эти препараты?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Можно поточнее, пожалуйста?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
А кто такой Сан-Батист?
St. Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one. There.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Что это?
What is what? It's a raincoat.
Okay.
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Ну, у меня таких денег нет.
A colorful display of cigarettes there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. but I guess you already know that.
Don't ask. Don't look. Don't do anything. Know this. You will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Так, ну тут все достаточно дорогое. А у вас есть какие-нибудь особые препараты?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Так, что ж.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
А что это у тебя за журнал?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Это все не важно. А что это за полиция моды?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Спорю, твой козырек выиграл бы.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
Ну ладно.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Ну что ж, продолжим. У меня к тебе есть вопросы.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Можешь что-нибудь рассказать о трупе?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
А ты знала покойного?
Not really.
Не особо, то есть немного знала?
No. I didn't know him at all.
И давно там?
I don't know, really long.
Что по-твоему произошло?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Ну, спасибо за помощь.
Uh-huh.
Ох уж эти подростки. Так, на дождевик у меня все еще нет денег. Так, и сейчас, я думаю, стоит сделать небольшой перерыв. Буквально на пару минут. месте. И можем продолжать. Да, тут уже идет время еще. Забыл. Ух ты. Так, что происходит? Ничего себе. Размяли спину. Можем продолжать. Да-да, прекратить. Все, отлично. О, деньги.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Что тут происходит?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
С какой-то стать?
Ha! Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers strength, gives them power.
We have a right to...
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
О каком правом деле идет речь?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
Окей, как бы то ни было, у меня к тебе есть вопрос.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
А чего именно вы здесь добиваетесь?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
И вы не можете пробить себе путь?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Черепомера?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
Неужели вам настолько сложно справиться с одним человеком? Вы вроде бы ребята крепкие.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
Справедливо.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
А почему вы просто не поговорите с ними?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
А кто такие этих штрих-брехеры?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leader?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
Given a job to do!
Я тоже хочу попасть в порт.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Это официальное дело, я не могу обсуждать его с посторонними.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Конечно, почему нет?
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity.
Let us work!
А что такое забастовка?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
И чего хотят бастующие?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
Ну, я так понимаю, множество кричалок у него достаточно ограниченное.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
In shape.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem
Верно
ill-fitted.
сидят. Что это значит?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt,
Ну, у тебя
seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
У тебя новая одежда?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Ладно, я просто должен спросить, а откуда ты родом?
What's it to you?
На секунду мне показалось, что я тебя откуда-то знаю.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Это я уже понял, но меня интересует твое происхождение.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Я на самом деле не пьющий, но по работе в барах бывал. Где ты работал?
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Первый раз слышу. А ты не врешь?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
Понятно. Ясно.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Эй, здоровяк, у меня есть еще вопрос.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
Возможно.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
Окей, тут ничего нового. Ну, может
What's it
быть...
to you?
Просто любопытно, хочу разобраться в этом бардаке с забастовкой.
Big mess caused by Union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
Понятно.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Вышибалый? А где? Я бываю в разных барах, может, я его знаю?
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Не помню, но это нормально, что я многого не помню. Может, я там и бывал.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Ну, понятно. Ничего нового мы тут не услышим. Чистую воду мы его не Спиртное в грузовиках. Интересно.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such a... The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Думаешь, это грузовик нашего крутого парня?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
В принципе, понятно. Я не удивлюсь, если он еще и художник при этом. Еще деньги. Иномарка. В хорошем состоянии.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Чем этот король знаменит?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Так хотелось.
gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Ты не закон, я закон.
You sure are, my man. From another planet. Hey there.
Что тут происходит?
It's the jam, my man.
Затор? Что это?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Понимаю.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
И сколько ты уже тут торчишь?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Вычурно сказано, но я тебя понимаю.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
Да.
So tell me, what do you need?
А что именно ты перевозишь?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms.
Time to arrest him.
Ну ладно, а что ты на самом деле перевозишь?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Можно мне один тренировочный костюм из груза Фалм?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Жаль. То есть это твоя машина у тебя за спиной?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Да, грузовики классные.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Выходит, ничего нелегального?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Но у меня есть еще вопрос.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Что ты видишь в его глазах?
Ease into it.
Да, нас...
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Давай, Томми, колись. Что тебя тревожит?
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Ой, ну и пожалуйста.
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
Расскажи побольше про эту забастовку.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Ой, и что же требует профсоюз?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Как думаешь, что хочет компания?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Что-то еще мне хочешь сказать?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
У всех?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
А ты сам-то что?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Какой ты творческий.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
А ты знаешь что-нибудь о мертвеце, о том, что болтается за гостиницей?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Деятельность? Какую?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. And their sad, despondent chauffeurs. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Что ж, у тебя не найдется мелочи для рабочего класса?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Они? Кто они?
The bosses, man.
Я не знаю, кем себя возомнило это начальство, но похоже, что условия хорошие. Для них, конечно.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
А у тебя есть покурить?
Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup. Nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
Согласен. Что ж, хорошо поговорили. Пока хватит.
Don't be a stranger.
Окей. Белая майка. Интересно. Ну, выглядит, конечно, прикольно. Но, окей, тут вот так. Поэкспериментируем. Деньги.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Бабуль. Бабуля, это я, Анастасия. Прошу прощения, уважаемая, я хотел бы задать вам несколько вопросов.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Ага.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Почему?
Why? I just told you why.
Ну, как скажешь. Жаль. Так, мне казалось, тут можно куда-то еще пройти южнее. Нет? Ну, ладно. Окей. Ах уж эти квесты. Бессмысленные, беспощадные. Так, ну, в принципе, можно позвонить наконец-то по телефону.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look...
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Ой. Ну, пожалуйста.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Хороший ящичек.
The box seems happy.
Окей, это приятно.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Я тебя хорошо понимаю, почтовый ящик.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Окей.
And then suddenly, you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachon forever.
Ну, допустим. Эх, пакет бы взять где-нибудь. Нет. Oh, вот.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Пустая табличка.
This button looks new, but someone has removed.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Окей. Так, ну... Допустим, где мы были.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers your call. Silence. No one. Silence. No one. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Yes, hello. This is Triton Peniel Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Да, я хочу подать заявку.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Простите?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
Ой, голос.
It's a woman, and she knows you.
Oh my
Your
God.
heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Очень, конечно, хочется ответить так. Мы знакомы?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Постойте, расскажите, в чем дело? Что такого я сделал?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally speak again.
Забыть о чем?
She sounds like the cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Боже, прошу вас, не плачьте.
She doesn't answer.
Вы сказали, что это хорошо, но что же хорошего в забвении?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
Ясно. Не хотите со мной разговаривать? Никто не хочет со мной разговаривать.
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
Бляха.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Так, ну давайте попробуем.
Whatever she says,
Yes!
it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell. waiting for her to answer the call. A strange metallic taste fills your...
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Когда мы с вами в прошлый раз разговаривали, прошло недоразумение, вы меня с кем-то спутали.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Пожалуйста, не вешайте трубку, я просто хотел объясниться.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait. Is she...
Подождите, почему вы повторяете эти слова?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Неважно, что я скажу, вы все равно будете повторять одно и то же, да?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. When your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Все? Теперь мы можем говорить?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
Вы всего лишь запись.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Anger boils up in your chest.
Всего лишь запись, а я-то думал.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going. The phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Вы меня слышите?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Со мной только что произошло нечто странное.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Пожалуйста. Okay.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell, you wait for a minute or two, but you ring the doorbell, but not all you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
Интересно.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Ну, второй вариант прям подходит, да, но... Кто такой Куна? Это полиция, откройся.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
А, вот так.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Понятно. Ясно. Так, ну что ж. Пойдем посмотрим на человечка.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists.
Пойдем посмотрим на человечка. Свет над погружением. Интересно.
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Почему я смотрю на тебя, мусорный бак? Ты же просто мусорный бак.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Лейтенант, что, по-твоему, может быть внутри?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Да, я чувствую, что там что-то есть.
What do you mean, feel?
Это экстрасенсорное восприятие. Что бы ни находилось внутри, это важно.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
Что такое отряд дальновидцев?
All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force.
Ого, а можем мы их вызвать?
No, because they don't exist.
Ах, я просто невероятно разочарован. Я думал, отряд дальновидцев существует.
There isn't, but we should still access this container.
И как нам открыть замок?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carrier.
Did someone say pry bar?
Охуенно! Монтировка.
Pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
Или что, лейтенант?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
Ну...
Kuno's got this!
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Минуточку твоего времени, пожалуйста.
Can't talk, pig! Shit's coming up strong! Throwing rocks!
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Сочное чего?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea!
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
Господи.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
Вы двойняшка, ребята?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
У тебя верная рука, парень.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now?
No.
That's it. That's all you've got. No! Got your ass handed to you by the Kuno. Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man? You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up.
Пацан, тебе еще и 14 нет. О чем ты говоришь?
What was that, Kuno?
Кого?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon.
Хочешь, потусуемся вместе, пацан? Я не из наркоконтроля.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Слушай, у меня к тебе пару вопросов.
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Я должен спросить, кто такой Куно?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Куно? Похоже на кличку для бешеной собаки.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Ревность, ревность.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Я ничего не делаю. Видишь?
Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in aim, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Попробуем. На!
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingle. Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
Понял, пацан. Господи, ему 12. Ну, кто теперь устраивает сраный цирк?
You are, officer. Get yourself together.
Ну ты куда лезешь? Ну не.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far. Don't.
Okay, pig.
If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you, it's safe to say things didn't go as he'd planned.
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
На самом деле, я твой батя.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
Окей, попробуем еще раз крутануть.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Эй, Куно, ты можешь на минуточку выключить Куно? Да, поговорим нормально.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Раз, два, три гоняется. Да, идеальный перевод, конечно.
Kuno gonna fuck you up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Так, ну ладно, будем работать с тем, что есть, да. Так, что ты знаешь об этом трупе?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Ним, помоги мне, что мы хотим узнать?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Ты знаешь, кто это был?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
А ты знаешь, как он попал на дерево?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
Так, ты видел, как это случилось?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Понятно. Ну и где же ты был?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Ты играл в Киберпанк 2077? А где находится Найт-Сити?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
А, ты видел в округе что-нибудь подозрительное?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
О, сука.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Так, мне кажется, надо кому-то еще леща прописать. Вернемся к этому позже, а пока давай сменим тему.
You're testing Kuno's pig.
Get lost.
Насчет места преступления, вы часто играете в этом дворе?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo.
Не
What do you want with it?
Не дает мне покоя этот мусорный бак.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
Ага. Есть у меня сильное чувство, что там спрятано что-то важное, что мне нужно найти.
Fuck does Kuno care about your hunch? That's your shit. You figured it out.
В будущем у меня могут быть еще вопросы, а пока давай сменим тему.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
У меня есть еще вопрос по поводу места преступления.
The kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Я хочу еще раз поговорить с тобой о
The
теле.
fuck about it?
Не
You're
хочу.
testing Kuno.
Get lost.
Так ты меня теперь уважаешь?
You're dreaming, pig. That's not how this shit.
A little. But don't expect anything to change.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno. Fuck his fat ass.
Ладно, пойду, пожалуй.
Kuno doesn't fucking.
Окей. Кажется, пора проверить.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Господи. Что это? Почему это так ужасно?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Окей, попробуем.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind.
Да, а что держать себя?
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out. burst pipe until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Грёбаный труп.
Keep it.
Спасибо.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Хорошо, а где достать-то его?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Окей. Так, ну чё, сразу побазарим.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig.
She means it. The fear is real.
Я просто хотел задать несколько вопросов.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
Куха.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Дитя, поговори со мной.
Murder was the case they gave me.
Блин.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Слушай, дитя, запах такой мерзкий, что меня вырвало, и я хотел спросить.
Stay away from me, pig. I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Что у тебя за странные слова, девочка?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Эй, ребенок.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than
get the fuck out of here, Fig.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Эй, you. Ты за забором.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
Ага, ну да.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons.
Слушай, Куна, я понимаю, что для тебя эта вся проверка личных границ свежа, но нам, взрослым, она уже приелась.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno, you should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of
you. Okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Куна, меня вырвало, поэтому сейчас я не могу исследовать тело.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano.
Yeah. You're lucky you didn't die there.
Может, ты дашь мне какой-нибудь совет? Ведь тебе самому, похоже, запах нипочем.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
О, сука.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Ладно.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
А чем черт не шутит?
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pat heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Окей.
inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite.
Звичнит. Интересное название.
Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets. No, there's more to this. You get this strange, hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings passes, it's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slant.
А жаль. Так, сюда мы не доберемся пока. Значит, идем дальше. Так, мы можем попросить ключ у управляющего. Или можем вскрыть комкой.
Can I help you?
Мусорный бак на заднем дворе. Твой?
Mine? No, it belongs to the world.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the...
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors.
I thought as much. And are you the only party?
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Какое интересное ощущение. Что это?
Prod at him and find out.
А это не бессердечно, даже объедки прятать от бедняков.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Нам нужны ключи от бака.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Я кое-что увидел в танцах, Гард, и хочу об этом поговорить.
What thing?
Я заметил знак, там написано, что столовая зарезервирована для профсоюза.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest, and they come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Жаль, что, чтобы не разориться, тебе приходится присмыкаться перед профсоюзом.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Как нам их найти?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Гард, я видел вывеску, там говорилось, что мне нельзя на кухню. Почему мне нельзя на кухню?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Но в кухне могут быть улики, имеющие отношение к делу.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Okay.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Кстати, я собираюсь спеть здесь под караоке.
Absolutely out of the question.
Не понял.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Гард, я видел в танцах еще кое-что.
Another thing. Great.
Нет,
I love... Yes?
Мне нужно выпить, нальешь мне?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
Какой ты?
He sounds irritated.
Ты будто раздражен. Почему? Мне просто нужно выпить.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
А почему?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
Ты недооцениваешь серьезность положения. Я алкоголик. Мне нужна доза.
Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything else you needed other than alcohol?
Насчет денег, которые я тебе
Yes.
должен.
Have you got it?
Окей.
Like what?
Так, ну поговорили.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops up. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Разве у меня не было предчувствия, что я там что-то найду?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Поехали.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Окей, продолжаем.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when you went. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ooh.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
Грязное
But other than
полотенце, кружка, больше ничего.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Думаешь, кто-то из танцев может быть в этом замешан?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Надо спросить у детишек, кто это выброс.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hand. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Я не знаю, Что это?
It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
У меня от него какое-то дурное предчувствие. Может быть, мне нужно было от него избавиться, чтобы началась великая резня?
What are you talking about?
Не знаю.
I don't know either. You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some have fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
Хорошо, я так и сделаю.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Антиквариат.
Mm-hmm.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Ну, мало ли, что-то еще найдем
The
новое.
container sounds a muffled gong.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Okay.
Kuno doesn't.
I'll die before I squeal.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is intact.
Так. Так, все, больше мы ничего не можем апгрейдить. Жаль. Ну ладно. Так, инвентарь, взаимодействие.
It's the legend found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. But there's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better. Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend. A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it's unjust. That's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink, once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages. Breaking the tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Лейтенант, а ты случайно не давал название нашему делу?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Говно на папке. Ай, господи. Ну... Прям сложно. Не, ну первое понятно, здесь слишком очевидно. Пусть будет заходящее солнце.
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete? Mundane, usual?
Usual is boring. we don't do
Ой, ну,
that.
пожалуйста.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Замечательно.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Была речь о каких-то принципах наименования?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Ой, все они написаны заглавными буквами.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features. You like this grimy murder. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Ким, все мои дела названы по тому же принципу, что наши нынешние расследования.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric.
Почему?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Кажется, я назвал одну из дел «Квадратная пуля».
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Забавно, забавно, да.
I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Обидно. Ну, что ж, я изучался.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. An aluminium block runs the width of the board. Biting down, the surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Эй, лейтенант, а это что?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Интересно, и какие именно данные?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The info.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
И как мне это прочесть?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Окей, спасибо.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Так, самое время дойти до машины.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheated
Бля, это чё за аппарат?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
У всех полицейских на РГМ такие крутые мотокареты.
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
Хорошо, но что такое мотокарета?
A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century.
Может, заведем ее покатаемся?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
Что это за щемящее чувство возникает у меня при слове мотокарета?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Интересно.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to... The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The lights unfold with a little...
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol, a rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child in the middle of a broken plaza in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here.
Я наверняка видел места и похуже.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt out quarter.
All of them worse than here.
Добрый вечер, новым прошедшим.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Донаты. Ну, вообще по ссылке в описании, но тут как бы опционально. Так, посчитать дырочки в каждом ряду.
The first row has 18 dots.
А в следующем?
The next is the longest. It runs all. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150. At least the last row has 3 perforations.
И все?
That's it.
Слушай, Ким, для чего тут столько дырочек?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
Ну да.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Ты думаешь, у меня есть хоть малейшее представление?
Fair point. Let's move on. This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Wow, more than 200.
Это много?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Вряд ли я смогу когда-нибудь снова стать тем человеком. Ну а что значит последняя цифра?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Ага. Oh my god. Окей. И внезапно мне пришли донаты. Что, господи. Аноним 3 часа назад отправил 300 рублей. Донат с подвохом. Боже. А я и не против. И 2 минуты назад Стаутхаус отправил 150 рублей деду на пиво в самом лучшем баре. Ну, замечательная реклама, в принципе, я не против. Стаутхаус на улице, я не помню, Кирова, по-моему. Точно сейчас адрес могу сказать. Стаутхаус на Кирова 5 — это один из лучших баров в Воронеже, если не сказать, что самый лучший бар в Воронеже, в котором подают замечательные блюда, очень большой ассортимент напитков и замечательная атмосфера. Вот. Ваше рекламное время закончилось, мы идем дальше. Так, значит, ваше подтвержденное убийство, у вас тут ровно 3 отверстия.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
Так, да, сейчас. Небольшие технические неполадки на нашем канале. Продолжаем. Это не очень много.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Okay.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her.
Прикрутил нам донат, чтобы он показывался. Это мой первый экспериментальный стрим на новой системе, поэтому я пока ничего официально не прикручивал. Не, ну раз как бы такое дело, раз пошла такая пляска, то почему бы нет, может быть, что-нибудь и придумаю. Вот, но это надо будет искать там всякие вот эти гифки, там подписи придумывать, это прям ух. Ну окей, я подумаю. Могу показать, как там вообще изи. Окей, спасибо. Ну, как бы да, я уже все-таки человек в годах. Не во всех технологиях современных разбираюсь. Вот, так что я думаю, да, консультация может понадобиться. Так, мистер Маккой, а что чувствуешь, когда убиваешь человека? Спрашивает молодая девчушка мужчину, сидящего за столом напротив. Это похоже на анекдот про нюанс. Извините.
Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
Вебки у меня пока нет. Вот. В принципе, теоретически я могу подрубить телефон в качестве вебки. Вот. Но я не знаю, как его расположить нормально. Вот. Но, в принципе, в будущем, может быть, действительно будет смысл взять себе полноценную вебку. Вот. Ну, посмотрим. В 50 уже сложно стримить, да, согласен. Вот, как бы, когда... В ИГУ это год за 2, так что, да, это уже, как бы, считай, 50 лет. Надо вебку старых стримеров любят. Не знаю. Я не так много стримов смотрю, на самом деле. Я больше люблю все-таки именно полноценные видосы. Ну, да, на ютубе, само собой. Вот. Как бы стримы это немножко не мое. То есть это надо именно смотреть. Вот. А то, что как бы комментируется, оно, ну, вторично. Вот. А я обычно именно слушаю. То есть вот, да, когда-нибудь там хожу там из дома, куда-нибудь там еду. Вот, то есть, ну, как в качестве подкаста. Вот, поэтому для меня стримы это достаточно такая своеобразная штука. Как бы для меня она не очень роляющая, но вот я понимаю, да, что кому-то интересно, кто-то может это смотреть, да, как бы, почему бы и нет. Первый мой стрим за последний год. Ой, бля, это как мило, спасибо. Просто прям вот вообще лезть за лестью. Если честно, крошка, отвечает Джон Маккой, закинув ноги на стол, то я уже ничего не чувствую. Мне шлепнуть какого-нибудь гада, как зубы почистить. По 2 на неделю выходят, и я об этом особо не думаю. В его голосе нет ни капли раскаяния.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Понимаю.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Ну, я понимаю, что, да, для более молодого поколения это достаточно так нудятина. То есть Disco Elysium это, ну, на мой взгляд, вот по вот первым этим, ну, не часам, как бы, моментам, это именно дань уважения старым квестам, пожалуй. Я не так много их играл. Вот, в принципе, я могу как-нибудь показать один практически единственный квест... Нет, не единственный квест моего детства. У меня их было 2 вот, на дисках. Это «Незнайка Барабас» и «Анг» под издательством Deck 13, по-моему, немецкая компания. Вот, в общем, достаточно такие своеобразные штуки. Ну и, в принципе, я не скажу, что я прям фанат квестов. Это все-таки, да, очень, как бы, для более умных, наверное, геймеров штука. Вот. А Disco Elysium, да, это как раз вот что-то отсылающее к тем временам. То есть вот где нужно много читать, много думать. Вот, тут, наверное, даже что-то вроде... объединение новеллы визуальной и квеста некого. Вот, поэтому, да, как бы я понимаю, что такая вещь, она для молодых не так интересна. Вот, поэтому, да, как бы, да и на самом деле в Overwatch я уже давно хочу вернуться. Я уже, наверное, с прошлого года не играл. Вот, да и я не так сильно в нем шарю, но так иногда, как бы, зайти ради экшена, почему бы нет. В Stray я играл, я его закончил более чем практически на 100%, но буквально там, по-моему, пару воспоминаний я не нашел. Вот, причем я не пользовался вообще какими-либо прохождениями. Вот, то есть мне, ну, как бы, у меня был такой моментный интерес попробовать все найти, все воспоминания, как будто эти единственные коллектаблсы в игре, вот, но мне не получилось, вот, честно скажу. Но на самом деле это особо и не нужно, потому что, как бы, основная идея, вот этот плот-твист сюжета, он раскалывается буквально на 2-й локации, вот. Так что тут можно особо не было и не напрягаться, и проходить просто как есть. Вот, но как бы, в принципе, могу и как-нибудь показать. Вот, но я думаю, игра все-таки не такая требовательная, так что кто хочет, тот ее и может поиграть самостоятельно. Ну, в общем, посмотрим, подумаем, если будет такая надобность, потребность. Ну, топ-игра, как бы для этого года, да, согласен. То есть из того, что вышло, пока что я не фанат соус-лайков, поэтому Elden Ring прошел мимо меня. Из нового я практически ни во что не играл, потому что, в принципе, у меня год был достаточно такой насыщенный для работы. Поэтому, если мне на что-то хватало, то это на что-то такое более старое, то, что там либо я не закончил, либо то, во что можно зайти там буквально минут там на 30-40, так чисто расслабиться. Вот. Overwatch, да. Ну, кстати, можно попробовать тимой собраться. Почему бы нет? Тоже как бы дополнительный экшон будет. Тем временем кот забрался в коробку из-под доставки. Ну ему там нормально. Окей, продолжаем. Но вы, похоже, с хороших, по крайней мере, были, так что это уже неплохо.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Ким, тебе когда-нибудь приходилось убивать?
Yes.
Неожиданно. Маска возьмем. Не знаю, не уверен, что он захочет. Ну, хотя, хз.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Да, по крайней мере, честно признается он в этом без труда. Прошу прощения. А как ты справляешься с напряжением?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Я собираю сбитых на дороге белочек. Извините, наверное, это не стоит говорить на ютубе. Какие?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Так, мы спрашивать не будем, по факту возьмем все. Да, не знаю, не совсем это работает на самом деле. Вот. Но я, по крайней мере, по своим друзьям сужу, которые геймеры полноценные, как бы. То, что у каждого свой вкус, у каждого свое настроение. Да, разные, то, другое. Давайте не будем об этом. Хобби — это для лохов. Согласен.
Suit yourself. Very noble of you. Are we done here?
Ну, спасибо.
The lieutenant nods.
Ладно, идем.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Так, кажется, нам нужно было кому-то еще позвонить.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Так, ну пойдем по порядку.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something.
Так.
The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Ура, женщина на связи.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Дельта 10, ответьте огнеходцу. Прием.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Мне нужно поговорить с одной гражданской, Сильвия. Возможно, она сообщила об убийстве.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Ким, Гард тебе дал номер Сильвии?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Окей, подождем.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Да надо же.
Yes, hello?
Сильви, по-моему, мы уже встречались. Это я, детектив из танцев.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Так, окей. Ну, пойдем по порядку. Вы уволились из танцев. Почему?
You mean why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Стоп. Почему это вам не хотелось бы со мной обсуждать?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Кого?
You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
Типа меня?
Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
Вы про меня? Вам не хотелось видеть меня?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Хорошо, не буду вас давить. Вы собираетесь еще вернуться?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Окей. Полицию вызвали вы?
No, not me.
Вы знаете, кто звонил?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Окей. Ладно, следующий вопрос.
Yeah, go on.
Вы знаете, кто сунул одежду жертвы в мусор?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
Вы знаете, как мои бумаги оказались в мусорном баке за танцами?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
Понимаю, да. Прервемся на комментарии. Поедешь куда-то отдыхать? Честно, пока не могу ничего на эту тему сказать. Вот, мне друг один предложил съездить на Кавказ. Вот, в августе. Но пока это все вилами по воде, поэтому... Сейчас у меня женщина в командировке, потом, скорее всего, опять будет в командировке, и у нее отпуск только в ноябре. Вот, поэтому, вполне вероятно, до ноября я никуда не поеду. Вот, ну, на самом деле, я как минимум просто один не хочу никуда ехать. Вот, ну и, опять же... Ну, как бы, если я куда-то поеду, мне, естественно, будет неловко перед моей женщиной. Вот, то, что вот она тут работает такая вот на заводе, тут производство крен поднимает, а я где-то прохлаждаюсь. Вот, ну, в общем, пока сложно, непонятно, не знаю. Раз 5 звали за это время, за это лето на должанку, был там. Нет, не был. В принципе, меня немножко отталкивает, во-первых, вот эта атмосфера, ну, не походная, как, ну, в общем, такая полуцыганская, то есть ехать туда на автобусе, жить в палатках, то есть без каких-либо адекватных удобств. То есть, ну, все-таки возраст дает о себе знать, и я уже за это время привык к, ну, адекватным условиям проживания. Вот, и после этого вот, как бы максимально экономить ради того, чтобы, ну, не знаю, провести время на Азовском море, которое, ну, более пресное, чем черное, еще и зеленеет сейчас, ну, за счет водорослей. Ну, такая же история, как вот у нас сейчас с водохранилищем. Вот. Не знаю, я явно не буду чувствовать такого же кайфа, как на том же черном. Ну, да, я дед. Здравствуйте. Странно, что раньше это было непонятно. Вот. Как бы, ну, у меня уже прошло время авантюры, и сейчас мне хочется более какого-то приятного отдыха, не спонтанного, а вот максимально комфортного, спокойного. Так. Значит, возвращаемся к нашим баранам. Значит, вы попытались спустить их в унитаз и полностью его забили. Засор я прочистила, бумаги выбросила, подумала, не нужны.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective?
А не хотите как-нибудь выпить со мной кофе?
No, absolutely not.
Вот, блин. Обидно. Думаю, у меня все. Спасибо.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Блин. Ну это вообще обидно, конечно.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Погодите-ка. Вы на меня сердитесь, верно? Скажите, что я сделал? Я ничего не помню.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skewer thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
То есть вы намекаете, что решили уволиться из-за меня?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place.
Это так мило, боже мой.
I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Продолжайте. Хочу знать, что я натворил.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Погодите, какую песню?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Простите. Простите за песню.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about the end of all times and how everyone is a piece of shit.
Простите.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Упс.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Не, ну про караоке я понимаю, да, максимально. Ладно, понял. Гостем я был так себе.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Мне, правда, очень жаль, Сильвия.
God, I know I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
Окей, что за история с поморником?
The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Да, звучит правдоподобно.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
А что кроме ОО? Я ищу песню.
Oh, all sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Ну да, это на меня похоже. А не поможете ли вы мне опознать одну песню?
Which one would that be?
Грустную.
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sans. Richard, that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Окей, спасибо, что поговорили. Всего доброго.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the...
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Можешь соединить меня с 41-м участком? Мне нужно кое-что сообщить.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Привет, ну, это я. Я работаю у вас на участке.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
Все плохо.
10-18, 10-20, over.
Пожалуйста, просто поговори со мной по-человечески. Я не понимаю всех этих цифр.
State your message, sir. Over.
Я хочу доложить о пропаже моего удостоверения.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
Удостоверение не могу найти. Пропало, короче.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
10-22, the captain? This sounds bad. Bad and scary.
Нет, я не хочу идти к директору.
Is it him? What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Спасибо. Теперь я вспомнил, как меня зовут.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Окей.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ага, офицер потерял удостоверение. Вот умора. Типа я первый в мире коп, с которым и такое случилось. Ага.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the...
Mullen dicked us.
Ну хватит, оператор, пусть прекратят, дело серьезное.
He's asking you to stop, says this is...
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Окей. Мы можем прекратить, я просто хочу подать заявление и покончить с этим.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Да перестаньте вы все хоть на секунду повторять «потерял удостоверение».
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found...
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
Пока довольный, хочу посудить другое.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
У меня нет пистолета!
No. It's gone. It's not fucking...
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Так, ну тут явно не вариант.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over.
Смолчать.
Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Это жестоко.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
Забыл у его мамки, когда взад ее вчера пердолил. Так ему и передай.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
А, вот так вот, да? Значит, про мой орган спрашивать нормально, а вот не передать про его маму нет. Ну, понятно, да.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize, right?
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over.
Эй, если боишься последствий, то, может, не стоит задирать огнеходца?
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the firewall. Who? Satellite Officer V.
Огнеходец.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater. Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge. Satellite Officer V.
Нет, пожалуй, мне и так хорошо без пистолета. Спасибо.
I'm going to report that you are in pursuit of your service weapon. Over.
In pursuit of his?
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Мне остро требуется финансовая помощь.
10-4, I hear you. What does he want now? He's asking for... Is he fuck? I don't think he... Don't give that asshole anything. Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Для расследования в высшей степени критично, чтобы мне выделили денег.
He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a rent. Request denied.
Nothing is working.
Понял. Финансовой поддержки не будет.
Anything else, sir? Over.
А это может прозвучать странно, но я хотел бы обсудить, что это личное.
Okay, 10-4.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
Мне нужна информация, а не страх.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Я хотел узнать, есть ли у тебя в отчете описание моего удостоверения. Можешь мне его зачитать? Имя, звание, дату рождения?
What? What is it? He wants to verify.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over.
Пожалуйста, впредь обращайся ко мне по полному имени.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Назови мое имя. Богечек!
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
Жуль, пожалуйста, просто назови меня по имени. Пидье.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Есть новости о моей семье?
Excuse me.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Я просто подумал, что вы могли о них что-нибудь слышать.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
Я когда-нибудь рассказывал тебе о своей жизни до РГМ?
10-4, well, that's... Does he actually want something? He asked if he ever could... For God's sake, cut this shit out! Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says... So, was there anything else?
Да, давай заканчивать.
Understood, sir. Over.
Пока у меня все.
Roger that, 10-10.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz with laughter.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some...
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking...
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink?
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. You wouldn't.
Понятно. Пробудила совесть.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Old boy.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got a...
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage. As you tap on the gauge...
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not good.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch, a metallic drawer, slides out from under it.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Так. Ну, монтировка нам уже не нужна, потому что мы открыли свалку. Болторез или фонарик. Ну, пусть будет
It's
фонарик.
robust, weatherproof, and well made. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
А, то есть можно что-то еще взять. Ну, пусть будет.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters. The pry bar feels nice cold and heavy. Like useful for opening all. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Right.
10-4, come in. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Окей, да, я думаю, на этом можно закончить. Как раз вот предложение было о том, чтобы уже пойти спать. В общем, так, можно что-нибудь прокачать. Пусть будет логика. Так, все, больше мне пока прокачивать нечего. Так, у меня появились инструменты. И дополнительные вопросы. Окей. В принципе, достаточно расслабленный получился забег. Вот. Не так уж и много, но так, в принципе, потихоньку вникнулся в атмосферу. Получилось неплохо. Вот. Так что дальше посмотрим по ситуации. Либо продолжим, либо переключимся на что-то еще. Будем проводить некие перерывы. Вот, там еще были в голосовании, которые я оставлял на стене, голоса за Ведьмака. Вот, я, кстати, прям очень даже за то, чтобы его перепройти, вспомнить, так сказать, былые годы. Вот, так что посмотрим. Вот, неделя впереди. Вот, а по вечерам мне делать особо нечего, так что посмотрим. В общем, всем доброй ночи, удачного рабочего дня тем, кто завтра работает. Вот, и увидимся, услышимся на следующем нашем забеге, на следующей нашей трансляции. Вот, с вами был Кирилл, и доброй ночи от 96,69 от 69,6 FM. Доброй ночи.